How you doing? And welcome back once again to Objectively Biased with me, your host, the Objective One, the Fog, Steve Fogmeg. And today we're discussing Russell Westbrook. Yes. It is depressing. The run is done. But hey, he's still the MVP. Now I've got two things to discuss about him. Number one, what he needs to do to return to the playoffs and become a championship contender. Two, the bitching and complaining that was done in regards to his sportsmanship or lack thereof. But I'll get to that in a second. First, what he needs to do to be a contender. He needs to be a more efficient player. Look, I'm an Allen Iverson fan, die hard. But Russell Westbrook, 6'3", 6'4", 200, 205 pounds. Allen Iverson, 6 foot barely. I met him. He's not that much taller than me, and I'm 5'10 and a half. Take that for what you want to take it as. And he's 170 pounds. He shot 42% from the field for his career. In his MVP season, he shot 42% from the field. Russell Westbrook is shooting 43% from the field from his career, and in this MVP season, 42% from the field. That is a huge problem for me. If you are going to be more athletic, bigger, physically stronger than my favorite player in the game, Allen Iverson, who was any shot that he took was a bad shot because of how small he was, then you better be more effective and more efficient as a player. And that's what he needs to do. Considering his usage rate was also 41%, the highest in NBA history, you gotta get your team more involved. And yes, he led the league, second in the league in assists and averaged a triple-double, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're involving your teammates and getting them into the flow of the game so that when you come down the stretch into that fourth quarter, you can actually rely on some of them in the same way that guys like Magic, LeBron, Kareem, Michael have done. That's what number one that he needs to do. Number two, team has to put better players around him. Not that this team was void of talent, they just weren't the proper talent set around his skill set. And if he's going to be the system, and you're not going to put a coach that's going to put a system in place for him, then you better damn well put the players around him that he can succeed with so that OKC can be successful. Now this issue, sportsmanship. Yes, I know. Everybody was up in arms. He walked off the court. He was childish. I had people saying it was disgusting. Social media, oh my God, they're appalled. My child had to see this lack of sportsmanship. People, let's not flip the narrative here. Every single game in this series, Russell Westbrook walked off the court without shaking anyone's hand, to include their win. That's number one. Number two, this thought process of sportsmanship. Listen, I agree, it needs to be in the game. And if your child was watching that game and you were that appalled at what he did, then you as a parent should have used that as a teaching moment to show your child that's not what you want to do. You don't want to put that display on and walk off the court like that. Why? Because that's what parenting is. If you're a coach, you want to instill sportsmanship. It's teaching them. I agree that you have to have sportsmanship. In the same way you get taught to go to the bathroom. You get taught to go to, hey, use the toilet, lift the lid, and go to the bathroom. But when you become an adult, all bets are off. You get to make your own decisions. You could be on a drive past 2 gas stations and a McDonald's and say, nah, I could hold it, and all of a sudden, oh shit, I gotta go. What do? Side of the road. It's not right, but you do it. It wasn't right what Westbrook did, but he did it. He's an adult. He can make that decision. Furthermore, if you think that was disgusting and appalled that your child saw that, I hope your ass doesn't have your child watching TV. Television that promotes violence. Movies with violence. Everything is violence. Shit, I saw a cartoon where the cartoon bled. It bled. And our children are seeing this. But you're appalled because Russell Westbrook decided not to shake hands? Get the fuck out of here. You need to get your priorities straight. Russell Westbrook's sportsmanship is a non-issue, and I blame sports media for actually attempting to make an issue, and then fools out there who are posting on sports media complaining about what Russell Westbrook did. Get your priorities straight. And with that, that concludes Objectively Biased. Again, subscribe to the YouTube channel, Stephen Fogmeg. Follow me on Instagram, S_Fogmeg. And on Twitter handle The Fog, @SFogmeg. I can also now be found on SoundCloud, Objectively Biased Sports, Clutch Conversation, and on Podbean, the podcast Clutch Conversation. Thank you, and have a good night.